Well, hi there everybody. This is the first video from Cambodia. It's bloody hot. I know you're on the marina and it's going cooler and the nights are drawing in. The nights draw in all the time here. We only get 6 or 6-ish. We've had a bit of rain. It's not supposed to be rainy season, but we've had a bit. But the average temperature's been about 31, 32 during the middle of the day. Of course, down as low as 26. But the beauty is I'm in a one-bedroom apartment. I did move into a guest house for a few days, for almost a week. And it was $10 a night for a grotty room. No shower, well, there was a shower, but it was shared. No air conditioning. I'm all right, it's included in the price of the room. The room was only $10 a night, come on. £8 in English money. So I'm not really complaining. But I went to Independent Property Services and found this. So I've only got two drawbacks with this apartment. I mean, the apartment's lovely. It's one bedroom, and you can see, I'll show you the apartment. I'll do a run through at the end of the video. And it's lovely. It's got a ceiling fan, so I don't actually use the aircon in here because the ceiling fan just circulates the air around. It's all right. There's a balcony over there, which I'll show you later. Well, I'll show you now actually because it's just a bit easier, I think. Oh, hang on, what face tracking going? No, I won't. I'll show you later. There's air conditioning in the bedroom. We can shut the door. So what I do is I put the air conditioner on about an hour before I go to bed. God knows what time that is, because you just lost time. It's just stupid o'clock. I don't know what time it is here now. Probably about 2:30 or something like that. I don't know. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Anyway, this is the apartment, so you've got nice modern lighting. Two problems I have with the apartment is it's got a gate on it, which to open and close and lock the gate, you've got to be a blind musician that's ambidextrous. You see what I mean? It's really, really difficult. It's easy enough to open the gate, go through it, but then you've got to put your hands through two. It's like looking at a nuclear power plant. You've got to put your hands through two holes to manipulate when you can't see a bloody thing. Anyway, I suppose I'll get used to it. It's only a matter of practice. But you don't want to be practicing in public and making a fool of yourself, do you? No, you don't. Anyway, so this is my first vlog from Cambodia. Anyway, to get the apartment, well, let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the flight. The flight from Manchester to Singapore was fine. I had a window seat, and it was a window seat. I had a window I could see out of. It hadn't been scrunched up into half a window. I had a window I could see out of. The guy that sat next to me fell asleep most of the time, didn't snore. The food was good on Singapore Air. I would recommend it. And then I landed at Changi Airport, and I had 7 hours in Changi Airport. And because I was flying Singapore Air from Changi to Siem Reap, I didn't have to move my suitcase along. They just did it automatically, but we'll come on to that later. So we arrived at Changi Airport, and it was bloody warm. I mean, I was wearing a coat and a ganzi. You don't know what a ganzi is, it's one of those zip-up things. Anyway, it's just a northern term, probably. Anyway, so they both went in the bin after I'd emptied the pockets. Don't forget that. And then just messed about in the airport. There's loads to do in the airport. I didn't even go and see half of it. I just had a coffee. I then contacted Michelle out at Changi Airport. Had a coffee, had a wander around, looked at a few things, had a vape in the smoking area and all sorts of other things. But it's a nice airport, but massive, monstrously massive. Anyway, I caused a flight out to Changi Airport and went to Siem Reap. Unfortunately, instead of being an Airbus A380 or whatever it is we flew on the first time, this was a 737 or a 747, one of the two. And unfortunately, I was sat next to an American. Did he talk me to death? Of course he did. He told me his life story, his work story. He'd brought his mother, his mother wouldn't even sit with him. She got a seat on her own somewhere. My God. And he said, oh, no doubt I'll see you around in Siem Reap. I didn't say a word. Don't tell you what I thought. Anyway, we got there, and I haven't seen him, touch wood. I probably will do eventually. So I got this apartment. It wanted a 12-month lease on this, and they all want 12 months. I can't blame them for that. But I negotiated, I got the agent to negotiate. I said, I want a 3-month lease, and I'll pay the £300 a month, I think it is, for 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms. Why you need 2, I don't know. But one's en suite and with a bath. A bath. But I would say up north, it doesn't matter, does it? 2 things I've got with it, and one I mentioned is the gated bit. And the other thing is there's about 40 steps to the apartment. But once you get here, it's fine. The beauty of this apartment now, it's got a ceiling fan in here, which is just up there, which I've turned off because it sounds like a metronome. If you don't know what a metronome is, ask Vera, who's gone to Benidorm. She knows what fish and chips is, and she knows what a metronome is. Okay? If not, just ask somebody else randomly. A musician, preferably. Anyway, but the beauty of it is that the apartments are quiet. You hear very little up from above. I know I've been in apartments before where it's been really loud above. You hear every footstep, everything. You do it a little bit, but not very much. You hear nothing from below. You hear nothing outside. I think there are only 3 apartments per floor. And they're quite well spread out, as you'll see when I show you the layout of this apartment. Back to the airport. So we get to Changi Airport, and I'm thinking, well, this is really good, isn't it? Because I'm flying Singapore Air to Changi and from Changi to Siem Reap. So I'm thinking, well, I don't have to move my luggage, do I? When I checked it, I said, no, they'll do it for you. Anyway, so we get to Changi Airport. We get to Changi Airport. We get on the plane out to Siem Reap. I'm talking to the friggin' American bloke. God knows what he's like. He had a drink as well, which is even worse. I had a drink, but doesn't mean I talk a lot, does it? I don't know. Perhaps it does. Anyway, cheers. This is local beer, right? This just as an aside. 1 can fills that glass, and it's I think it was 5.55 for 2. 5,500 real, which is $1.25, which is about £1 for 2. Call it 50 pence for a glass of beer. That's nothing, is it? The wine's not cheap. I'm paying $8, $9. Ridiculous. That's £7 something. I'm not playing that. Anyway, cheers. This is the local Anchor Lager. Now, compared to, I did know somebody who went to Dubai, paid $9 for a pint of beer. And it's just the same shit as this. Anyway, that's by the by. But it's quite refreshing, and it's cheaper. It's as cheap as the water. Cheaper than England, anyway. Cheers. I'm just having a drink while I have a think. Anyway, so we get to Siem Reap Airport. And up to then, I'd been very judicious and following the book all the way. So I'd printed my visa off, put it in my passport. Luckily, I hadn't stapled it in because I didn't believe in that stapling stuff. It seemed a bit iffy to me. So anyway, I just sticked it in so he could pull it out if he wanted. And it wouldn't scan at the bloody airport because the contrast wasn't there. So a very nice chap in a very posh looking uniform sorted it out for me. Got me a visa on arrival, which I could have got anyway, but I'd already paid the dollars, so they checked on that, So I got a visa on arrival. Tomorrow I'm going to go and convert it to a year-long retirement visa. And I must have been up there an hour. So you walk out of the visa where you get the visas, and you can walk straight into baggage reclaim. So I go to baggage reclaim. There's one case, exactly the same make and model as mine, and colour. So I've been an hour, and there are 3 cases left on the conveyor belt. I thought, oh shit, somebody else has picked my bloody case up. Well, I didn't even think it then. I picked that case up, I thought, bloody hell, it's gone heavier. and one of the wheels isn't working properly. Anyway, I got it back to the hotel. Got a tuk-tuk driver. Well, I got a taxi actually, because I negotiated with the taxi and got him down to $15, which I thought was all right, one way. If I'd booked it through the hotel, they were going to charge me $38. What a rip-off. Anyway, they didn't. So we got back to Siem Reap, got into the hotel, and $8 a night, a grotty room, really grotty. But the bar was nice, and the staff were nice, and the food was quite cheap and good. So I can't really moan at that. I mean, there are some guys there staying at $10 a night, but I'm only paying $10 a night for this apartment. 2 bathrooms. Not everybody gets 2 bathrooms. I've got to pay the electricity on top of that as well, of course, and the water, and the cleaning. So, pays your money, take your choice. I'm not bothered about money. Well, we are, but we're not willing to talk about it. So then, we have this kerfuffle. I picked somebody else's bag up, and my bag is still at the frigging airport. But they won't release my bag until this woman, with a Russian name, who I think is Dutch, gets her bag back. Well, so I sent her bag to the hotel she was staying at in Phnom Penh. She then phones up and says, "Oh, we moved from there." I thought, for God's, I didn't say, I didn't swear. I couldn't. I felt like it. I honestly felt like it. It doesn't matter. For what I brought in the bag, I haven't really missed. I mean, the logistics in Cambodia are fine. I'm not sure they know how to use it all yet, but it's fine. They have grab deliveries, which is a bit like Amazon but better. It's within 15 minutes rather than a day. But the only problem is that nobody has an address. So you just got to rely on communications, and I don't communicate. As anybody on the marina will tell you, I do not do communication. It's terrible. If you don't get it the first time round, you won't get it. Anyway, so I'm waiting for my bag. There's very little in it that I really need. I've replaced everything using the Grab delivery man, and even he had a trouble finding this. I didn't know what address it was. It's not even on the lease. It just says property on Street 06. I don't know what number it is. Anyway, so I've taken a photo of the outside of the building and where it is, so the Grab man can find me now. And he has found me today, although it took him a while. Because we've not only got no street names, we've not got the same frigging language, have we? Whoa. But it doesn't matter. See, the beauty of Cambodia is they don't panic. Nothing worries them. They just do it. And it's beautiful attitude, it really is, I must admit. I cannot fault the attitude. I'm really impressed that whatever you think in the Western world this would be a major tragedy, it's just nothing here. It's just nothing, just carry on. It'll get done eventually. I just didn't realise how good that system worked out. And it does. Absolutely fantastic. So, anyway, so I did 7 nights in the guest house, I think, at $8 and $10 a night, which is £8, £56. And then just got looking at apartments. So I looked at this apartment, looked at another one, and I looked at another one as well, which I didn't film. But this one stood out, apart from the loads of stairs and I didn't do the gate. I didn't know about the gate because the agent did the gate. But I knew about the steps. I thought, well, I suppose it'll give me some exercise and I really need it. I've got a restaurant across the street. I've got a mum and pop shop next door but one. I've got a nice coffee shop round the corner. I've got a little bar across the road. I've just got everything I need. You don't need anything. I was thinking about getting a motorbike. What am I going to do with the motorbike and go across the road in it? Don't be so stupid. Anyway, so there we are. So I'm now in this apartment and I'm loving it because I just closed the bedroom door, as I said before, put the aircon in there an hour before, go in there, sleep like a baby. Yes. En suite as well, with a bath. Well, I've used the bath, I've used the shower, but not the bath. Go and grab in the morning. What do I miss? Oh, I miss toilet paper. We have bum guns, but I still like the use of toilet paper as well. It's up to you. They have to be mentioned. We have razor blades, which I haven't got. So I had to order some of those. Shaving foam, deodorant, anti-insect stuff, red wine, of course, beers I can get from the mom and pop shop. Well, by the way, on the beers, did I tell you earlier? I don't know. I ordered about 8. I think I've got 8 beers up to now. I think 3 are still unopened. I've already got 6 free. So on the Cambodian beer, you open the beer tab and they're changing it, but you open the beer tab and it tells you if you've got free beers or not. I think I've got 4 twos. Two free beers, 2 free beers, 2 free beers, 2 free beers. That's great. Come on. So, apart from only costing me like $half each per can, it's half that. 25 cents per can. 25%. 25 cents is 20 pence. 20 pence? That's just ridiculous. See, one of the greatest fears is that you could drink yourself to death in Cambodia for nothing. Think about it. So all you drinkers out there, get on there. I don't know about disability. I know that you can get disability in the UK for being an alcoholic. But can you take that disability with you abroad? Or do you have to leave it behind at the airport? I don't know. But you don't really need to, do you? Oh, there was an interesting fact. You can get a disability car now, a multi-ability car for being disabled, and that includes being disabled alcoholic. So not only can you get an electric car on multi-ability, but you can get an electric car to go to the pub in. I think that's fantastic. God, if I'd have known that, I want to come out here. By the by, I've got a red wine there cooling off. No, it's not cooling off, it's staying warm. We don't cool red wine. There's a fridge freezer over there, which you probably see behind my head. I don't know whether you can or not. You probably can if I do that a bit. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Somewhere over there anyway. It's a big fridge, little freezer with 3 cans of beer in it. Little freezer, big fridge with 3 cans of beer in it is. I knew I'd get it the wrong way, it doesn't matter. Front door's there. Balcony's there. North there. South there. Keep those windows, those shutters closed, that gets the morning sun. We don't want any of that muck. Life's an oyster. Life's an oyster, is it? I don't know. Anyway, so this table that I'm filming on now was originally over there, but there were no PowerPoint, so I moved it. Oh, I hope it doesn't charge me. Right, so I'll show you a bit of the apartment. I'll take you on a tour because it's on a separate video that I did earlier. But to let everybody on the marina know, I'm still alive. If you see Michelle and John, they've got stuff off the boat, good stuff because I don't buy shit, going cheap. So see Michelle or John or whatever you want to do. I'm not bothered. I can't take it with me. There's no pockets in shrouds, etc., etc. As long as I've got enough to live on here and have good friends, I'm not bothered. But bye for now. Thank you for watching. How to turn this bloody thing off? Forgotten. Right, this is the start of the apartment tour. I'm just in the hall now. There's the front door, which is locked at the moment. It leads you into, basically, a nice stair area. 3 different apartments, 2 over there, 1 there, and this one here. You walk in through the front door, immediately met with the electricity thingy, which you might as well leave plugged in because if you take it out, the air conditioning and the fan stop working, so you just leave it in. You can just lock this. Light switches, as soon as you walk in. There is the controller for the aircon, light switches and thingy. Okay, so walk in, Windows to the right. Windows straight on. Desk straight on with a beer on it, which you can probably just about see. We walk up, on the left we've got a bathroom. This is the bathroom I mainly use because I'm normally sat there.
Are you looking for directions, information, or something else?
That's my computer going off stupid. Right, this is the first bathroom. Another a wet room, this is the one I use. So it's got toiletries in, anti-insect thingies, nice big sink, no hot water, but who needs it anyway? It's a wet room, obviously. Towels, you don't really need towels, you dry before you dry, if you see what I mean. But nice and clean floor, clean everything, da-da-da-da. And I'll switch the lights off because I'm paying for the electricity. Yes. Right, so into the main area. Right, so it's sort of semi-partition there. Kitchen is over there, to my left. That door straight ahead, that one there, is the door to the balcony. The balcony runs from that corner there to that corner there. There's a washing machine outside on the balcony. Handy to have. And I have tried it once and it does work. I've got a dryer, one of those hang-up thingies. The aircon is up there, which I don't use. There's a ceiling fan, which is just circulating air. Yeah. Leave these blinds down all the time. These windows here don't actually get a lot of sun because there's a building right there next door. There. That one does, so I keep those up, those curtains closed. It's got a doorbell, but mood lighting, we've got the mood lighting on. We've actually got the kitchen, some of the kitchen lighting on, not all of it, there's more. There's the fridge freezer. Small freezer. Nothing in it, don't eat. Bigger fridge. Ooh, 3 beers in it. Whoa. No eggs, no food, nothing. Worktops. 2 rubbish bags. Jar of coffee. Kettle. 2 burner hob. Twin sink. They've left me some washing up liquid. Don't know what to do with that. Anyway, loads of cupboard space. Exhaust fan for the cooker. Big window which does get afternoon sun, but you can just close the blinds off if you want. I don't normally bother it. It doesn't make a lot of difference. Depends on the weather. And that's basically the living area. Oh, did I show you the television? The TV is opposite the L-shaped couch. Now, this couch you can actually sleep on. I mean, that's above 6 foot that way. You can probably get 2 on it, but you can, well, anyway. Anybody stays, they can have that bedroom and I'll sleep on the couch. There's the TV. Probably shows of artwork in here, but I'm not going to bother with that. Fan controller, light switches, etc. Take you into the bedroom. This is the bedroom. This is really handy. A window here. The bath is there. So, if your partner's having a bath, you can sit in bed and watch them having a bath. Really useful. Aircon is up there. Not on at the moment. I'm going to put it on in a minute. We can put it on quiet. It turns the fan right down and just go to sleep. And just leave it on all night. It just keeps it cool. Window. That's a bit of lighting. The ensuite bathroom, I'll just take and show you. Light switches are all upside down, as we used to. There you are, there's the bath. Toilet, Western time, with a bum gun. Sink, nice big sink, sorry about the coffee. Towel, which I spent a fortune on. Big mirror. Should I say hello? Hello, it's me. Yeah. Hooks for all those clothes you're not going to take off. Anyway, it bothers. But there it is. Toilet rolls, that's what we need. So there, I mean, it's nice, clean, well kept, clean, very clean. Not found a lot of bugs or anything about, so we're happy with that. And we are going to get mosquitoes, don't worry about it. You're just going to get them. You can't. They're tenacious little buggers. They really are. Right, I'm going to put the aircon on now. And just normally, I don't know what it says up. What it says up? Let's have a look. Bear with. Bear with. I've got my glasses on to see it. Right, the aircon is set at 27. I'll push the on button. And the air conditioning has given a satisfying bleep. And there's a button on here that says quiet. Normally press that. And that's it. So what I'm going to do now is just put the controller back in its little holder, turn on the light off, close the door and let the aircon do its thing. And Bob's your Auntie Jean. Yeah, there you go. So that's basically it. Quite nice, £200 a month. Very clean, very tidy, very quiet. Bit of noise off the kids. There were 2 flats down, but the kids will play, won't they? I suppose I was the same when I was young. Who knows? Anyway, so bye-bye for now. Hang on, I'll put you around to me. Probably stick this side to me anyway. But there we are. Bye-bye. Still alive. Still enjoying Cambodia. Lot to learn yet. Whoa. Bye-bye.